Smooth jump.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and
Oh, did I not? Shit.
prepare to be...
Hold on. I wanna try to get the thingy.
Smooth jump.
This is United
Nice
Colony
Fuck!
space.
Load this one. Come on.
Well, hello. I'd be happy to.
Yeah, I know. But we're gonna take off a bunch of stuff from you. Because take out resources.
I'll be counting the minutes to our next chat.
Right, I forgot I have to use the Panchaea here. Or Panacea, whatever it's fucking called. Panacea. I know what it's called. No, I don't. That's besides the point. Okay, anyway. Let us do this. Inventory wise, sell you, sell you, sell one of you, sell you. We'll hold on to you. You seem interesting. Sell you, sell you. Hold on to you. We'll hold on to you. Hold on to you, sell you. Hold on to you, sell you. Actually, no, we'll sell you too, because I don't really need it at this point. Hold on to you, definitely. Sell you, because I fucking hate anything that's like, oh yeah, you need to do this and all that stuff, because fuck you. Right, I can't put that shit in there, can I?
Did you need something?
Oh yeah, right. I have fucking this. Inventory. Let's toss these in there, why not? See if that works. Hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that I do get the smuggling one, because that would be kind of nice. Because I know there is one for that. But you know. Alright. Next thing I have to do. Take that stuff off, because back to the mantis! Because as much as I would want to get the wear the anti-Xeno stuff, I do like the look of the mantis better. But you know. Okay, we'll do a safety save. I don't know why I'm doing a safety save when it's like, oh hey, when I teleport in, I'll be fine. And also I don't need to worry about the other shit too. But, you know. It is what it is.
We have liftoff.
Alright. Liftoff has been achieved. And we're out of here.
Stay in orbit, or
And we'll just set course.
your call.
That's fine. It's your funeral.
Ah! I didn't realize he would just be like, ah, fuck it, I guess we're just gonna let you die. That's kind of funny, though. That is actually hilarious. Right.
Grav jump complete.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You're clear to
Hey.
land at New Atlantis.
Nice. Okay. So we are landing in. Alright. Okay. So, the fact that we're landed.
Hey,
Hey! Hey! Where the fuck? You know what?
what can I do for you?
You need to get more money. Always that, always that.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
I know I should eventually go over to Aurora. Not to Aurora, to Mars. So I can sell the Aurora. Because I don't think there is a trade authority here in New Atlantis. As far as I know, there isn't one. Well, it could be. I don't know. There could be. I have no clue.
You can tell me.
I know I can. Don't worry. Subsection 7. We're gonna have to talk.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Yeah, sorry. Don't worry, I won't be long. I gotta yell at somebody.
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
I should be saying the same damn thing, Reddington.
Adrian, we're headed for Londinian of all places. I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Don't play dumb. I don't know. Is there anything you want to tell me about your time in Londinian?
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
Okay. Don't play dumb.
Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that?
You recovered a recording, an invisible weapon. You were talking about the
Did
Terramorphs.
you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
Look, I don't have any plans to tell anyone. Because ultimately, again, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But it's better to deal with the devils you know than the devils you don't. I hate it, but you know.
You want to hear the words, then?
Yes.
I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau City, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Well, no better way to show it than, you know, a Lazarus plant.
Not a bad thought. But no, the attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport. Fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
That should have been handed over, dude. That should have been
It's
handed
easy
over.
to judge now, but the Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. In that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of impressed. Like, I'm sickened about it, because it's like, the fuck, but...
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
If you're waiting for me to say thank you, we're gonna be here for a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
Oh my fucking god. I was making a joke that you were Raymond Reddington of the Blacklist. I did not actually expect you to be Raymond Reddington of the Blacklist. Is NBC gonna sue Bethesda for this? I don't think so, but god damn. I'm not sure what I'm gonna tell the Cabinet.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Oh my god. That's fantastic. That's just great. That's perfect. That's totally what I wanted.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay
I'm
here.
here for you, my love.
And I tell you something.
Oh, I can tell I'm going to like this.
All right. Note this one.
Every time you say those things, it feels like I'm in heaven.
All right, let's get going.
Sounds good. Lead on.
All right. God. This is not what I was hoping to deal with, but here we are.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
That's good.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
There was a man named Dr. Reginald Orlays. He perpetuated the attacks.
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
The evidence is on its way as we speak.
I don't know much about Orlays, but anyone with a sick mind like that needs to be tried for his crimes, and then dealt with appropriately.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in?
I tried, but he took his own life instead of coming peacefully.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those sorts of missions are always tough. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant?
Not sure. Never found a confession.
I can't imagine the amount of work it took to deploy the Lazarus plant off-world. Strange to go to all that trouble and not state your reasons.
Well, the man knew how to hold a grudge. I wouldn't be shocked if this was him getting back at the UC for trying to put him on trial.
I guess. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs.
Nothing. Well, which one? What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the...
Acyles aren't hostile to humans, but they are mega fauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the acyles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Okay. Well, nothing else on that
Here
end.
we go.
I'd say let's run the risk, shall we? And let's do the nice little walk. Just because. Man, my guy walks super slow.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
That is correct, yeah.
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Yes. It was.
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria.
Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks?
No idea. We thought we were just dealing with a known criminal.
Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the Captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
I think, yes. Securing the planet isn't enough. I think it should be wiped out.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
Hard for anyone to commit new attacks with the planet if we erase any trace of it. Oh, actually, this would be better. Destroying it and asking the Freestar Collector to help proves the UC has no ill intentions.
Yes, absolutely. The UC has to be as transparent as possible from now on. Otherwise, we could be risking a second colony war.
See?
That is an idea with some merit to it. Decrease the likelihood of anything like this occurring again, and further relations between our two factions.
Multilateral.
Two birds with a single stone. Very well. We'll include the collective in the removal process. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic.
Yes.
The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
I don't know. I think as much as I would want to have the Aseles, I would rather have them just be all done and over with. Because again, the Aseles, they may be able to like do it effectively, but again, there's still the liability choice. Now, obviously, the microbe itself, don't know either. But you know, I guess it's justified to use biowarfare against biowarfare to, you know, to finish it off.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The science division is in full agreement.
I doubt there's another body in the galaxy that could pull it off.
Absolutely correct. There are no better hands in the galaxy for this project than ours.
Order, please. And Major Sanan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day 1 for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you 3 the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam President. I have no idea what a Class 1 citizen is, though.
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Well, thank you, Madam President.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
God. 14,000. Alright, a legacy reforged. Okay, so that's that. Kill the Spacer Vulture on Gunibu 2. Alright, so let's talk to the... Oh, wait, whoops. Let's go back to Captain Tuala.
I'm not very comfortable heading into Mast. But don't worry. I'll try and keep my complaints to a minimum.
Alright.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, it's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Nice. That's incredibly generous.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
I've done my duty. I think I'm gonna take some time off from aliens now.
You've earned some R&R. Once you're rested up and ready to head out there again, you come see me.
Of course. Alright, well, with that out of the way, I am very curious. Let us go over to the other place, because I am curious about what the actual location looks like. Also, I was not expecting to be essentially almost like pretty much finished. I thought it was going to be closer to what the... Cool. I honestly thought that the Vanguard missions was going to be just as long as the Crimson Fleet, because it felt like the Crimson Fleet was fairly long. You know, there was a lot of stuff that we could do. Let me actually see here. So it's like faction wise, yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Oh, okay. Well, apparently, there was a lot more to the UC Vanguard, but it didn't feel as long. That's what I'll say. All right, so let's.
I'm always ready to make a deal. Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen, you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
Yeah, I'm interested. Why not?
Great. You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Thanks. Let's go. Building materials out to ship's cargo hold. Wait, what? Okay, well, that's one thing that we can do.